What's going on, everybody? My name is Joe and Alex Draw Cartoons, and with today's video we're going to be talking about some of my recent drawings that I made of none other than Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Obviously we'll be getting It Welcome to Derry here pretty soon, the new series for HBO Max that is a prequel series of the new It movies. So excited for that. It 2017 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I'm absolutely obsessed with Bill Skarsgård's performance and his whole look of Pennywise as Pennywise. It was so fun to draw this character in all these different cartoon styles and reimagine him in different ways. So as this video goes along, I'll go through every single different style that I chose. It is a total of 9 different cartoon styles. And when doing a video like this or doing a series like this, typically, like I always do, I look at the character and find the attributes that need to be featured every single drawing. With Pennywise, obviously he's going to have the very iconic face makeup, the white face, very large forehead with like some cracks at the top even featured as well. He's got some thin, angry eyebrows, and then he always has the lip makeup, the red lip makeup from his lips into his cheeks to under his eyes, and then that continues to a point above his eyebrows. He usually also has like those 2 little buck teeth at the front, and his eyes are also like a yellow shade, and sometimes they're even like facing different directions. That is featured a lot in my drawings. And then he's got the gray clown suit with the ruffles under his chin, with the big sleeves and the red puffball in the middle. And he's also going to have the very big orange hair that has the curls on the side and then comes to a point at the top. You'll be seeing all those different features of Pennywise in each drawing. We got 9 different drawings to talk about in this video, so let's just dive right in. But before I do, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and follow me on Letterboxd as well. With Pennywise being a pretty horrifying character, there's no shortage of cursed drawings to see in this, and this first one is absolutely no different, and that is drawing Pennywise in the style of Smiling Friends. Yeah, this one ain't pretty. Obviously, you can look at this and tell that I use Mr. Boss as like the template for this. Usually when drawing characters in the Smiling Friends style, I just take one of the characters and use that as the base. I haven't figured out a way to use it as like to actually find the actual style of the characters yet, but I do love the uniqueness of these character designs like Pim, Charlie, Mr. Boss, Alan. I love the way they all look, so I love using them as a template. And this one was no different, just taking Mr. Boss, giving him the Pennywise hair, the Pennywise makeup, and the Pennywise clown suit, all putting that together to make Pennywise in the Smiling Friends style. And the next style is the Charlie Brown / Peanuts style for Pennywise. With this one, I just basically followed the usual template for the Peanuts characters. They have the circle eyes with the little line work on the sides. Their line work is also kind of like jagged at times. It's like a little messy looking, so you see that in the mouth. And the line work doesn't always like fill in. Sometimes the color just fills in on its own. That is something that I noticed with like the way that like Woodstock looks on the show and like some other characters' hair. And then there's some extra line work you'll see in there that is used for like shadowing that you'll see like on his suit and his hair again. So that's all the factors that put together made Pennywise in the style of Peanuts or Charlie Brown. And the next style is another style that would be like interesting to actually see him as a character in the show, and that is Gravity Falls. When I look at Gravity Falls, I always think that they have very like soft features to them. They always have like the perfect circle eyes that are overlapped. And then like I said, the softer aspects to it, like the softer like details in the hair, and then like a very rounded smile, and also more like rounded details on the suit and less line work. That's typically what I think of when I think of Gravity Falls characters. Putting that all together with the face makeup and the hair all came together for Pennywise in the style of Gravity Falls. And the next style is Family Guy, obviously following the template that I've mentioned a million times. Those perfect circle eyes are a little spaced out from each other. And then the line work for like the chin and the rest of the face area, it'll go from below the eye into the cheek and then into the chin area, but the chin does not connect to the line work in the neck. And then we're also going to see some detail in the lips because it's got like the lip makeup. We want to add some details there. And the Family Guy is typically like a little bit more of a detailed style compared to other ones. So that all came together, adding some extra detail in the hair and the head and the suit, putting that all together for Pennywise in the Family Guy style. And when I mentioned there are going to be some cursed ones, it doesn't get more cursed than this one, and that is Pennywise in the style of Meat Canyon. Yeah, I'm sorry about this one. I can only describe this when I think of Meat Canyon's own style. I think of it just as cursed caricatures, taking the aspects of characters that usually have like very big, overly exaggerated features like in the cheeks or in the head or the eyes or just the overly exaggerated features, and I just took all that inspiration and then even like the morbidness that Meat Canyon's characters have sometimes, so I just put that all together with the inspiration from looking at his work on his socials and in his work in his videos to make this absolutely repulsive looking Pennywise in the style of Meat Canyon. Completely changing gears from just completely cursed to almost like cute in a way is going with the Powerpuff Girls style. A lot of people are going to look at that and be like, oh, you didn't do the actual Powerpuff Girls style, you just do them as a Powerpuff Girl. I don't care. That's how I see the Powerpuff Girls style. If you want me to draw them as like one of the villains or as the doctor, whatever, you're not going to be able to look at that and tell that that's a Powerpuff Girls style. You could look at this and be like, yeah, that's Powerpuff Girls style. The big eyes, the circular heads, the yellow eyes, and they're just geometrically shaped aspects to them was all just the template of a Powerpuff Girl, adding the Pennywise aspects and the Pennywise makeup and the Pennywise outfit to make Pennywise in the style of Powerpuff Girls. We only got 3 more drawings to talk about, and the next one is as a Lego minifigure. I would absolutely love to see an It Lego set. I would be all over that. I would be just so curious to see how they make a Pennywise minifigure. I think it would look similar to this. I took inspiration from the hair with like how the Joker's hair looks in like the Lego Batman games. Just like the way the texture is on it was inspiration for how I was able to take Pennywise's hair, make it like more like a Lego minifigure, make it look like it's plastic, have like the shiny aspects to it. And then obviously they have the rounded square heads, the trapezoid body, with the aspects of the clown suit within the body piece, and then the arm piece also has the details of like the big sleeves in there as well. And then you see again like the shiny aspects to it and the shadowing to make it look like Pennywise as a Lego minifigure. Now this next style may have been the biggest challenge out of all of these, and that is drawing Pennywise as a Bluey character. Now Bluey is definitely a style that I've done a lot, but this was still very challenging trying to find the template of Bluey and make it look like Pennywise. They always have like the rounded rectangular bodies, and then the very big eyes, and then the snouts. I couldn't really figure out what kind of dog breed to make this as, so I just kind of ran with it, taking the template, like I just mentioned, of a Bluey body, and then just adding the Pennywise makeup. Even like the nose is red instead of just being like a basic black dog nose. Even adding like the eye makeup and the eyes again going in different directions. And then I wanted to make it look kind of like it's an orange dog with white face makeup on, which is why it's like a little more of like a curved line around his face, so that you can see the orange in like the hair that makes it kind of look like its ears in a way. And then you'll see the face makeup as well on the dog for Pennywise in the Bluey style. And then the next one is kind of a style, kind of not, but I love the way this one turned out. And it came from like a separate series that I was doing that ended up still being something with Pennywise. And that is drawing Pennywise as an horror variant. I've been doing a separate series where I was drawing horror invincible variants for spooky season, and I did one from Pennywise, and I love how this one turned out. Anytime I do an invincible variant, I just start by looking at the invincible suit and figuring out a way to translate that to that character. Usually the invincible suit has the lenses, it has the open area in his mouth, and has open area on top for his hair and his ears, and then it goes down to his chest area. We'll see the eye logo in the middle. So when doing Pennywise, I want to make sure that Mark's hair was like pointy on the sides and then came to a point at the top so that it was reminiscent of Pennywise's hair. And then the suit, the mask, is going to have a lot of like the Pennywise face makeup. It's going to have the red points above and below the lenses, which will be yellow because his eye color is yellow. And then he'll still have like the lip makeup as well, but that's like completely separate on his actual skin. And then that goes down to the rest of his suit. That's going to be gray and white with one of the puffballs in the middle, all for making a Pennywise invincible variant. So there you have it. There is Pennywise in 9 different unique cartoon or animation styles. This was so much fun to do. I'm so excited for this brand new It Welcome to Derry prequel series. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you're excited too. Make sure to let me know what your favorite drawing from this video was in the comments, and what other stuff you want to see from me for the rest of this year going into 2026. This year is already almost over. It has been an incredible year. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos, support my artwork. I'm very, very, very appreciative of it. Y'all are the best. But it's time to wrap things up. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and keep on drawing.